हेलो गाइस एंड वेलकम टू आरोग्य फिजियोटिप्स। आरोग्य फिजियोटिप्स में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। सो टुडेज टॉपिक इज गोइंग टू बी बैलेंस एक्सरसाइजेस फॉर द elderly population. So as you know that when we are young and we have an active lifestyle, the thought of balance problems doesn't actually cross our mind. But as we start to age, that is when we realize that slowly our balance is becoming problematic. So this can happen due to a variety of reasons. The most common reason being muscle weakness. So as you're aging, your muscle strength and power reduces. So the ability to maintain balance, you start to lose it slowly. The second cause being arthritis and joint problems, which causes pain and in turn hampers your balance. The third reason could be a long-standing illness such as heart diseases, hypertension, where if your BP falls suddenly, then you might get dizzy and you might have a fall. Other reasons could be vision problems and hearing problems as you get old, which also affect your balance. So as we slowly start to lose our balance, the chances of fall increases. So as we age, another problem is osteoporosis. So osteoporosis is a condition in which your bone mass decreases. So your bones get weak, so the chances of falling increase, and if you fall, the chances of fractures also increase. So it is very important to incorporate balance training in your general day-to-day exercises. It will help in improving your muscle strength, your coordination, and also your general posture. It will improve your confidence when you walk and will decrease the chances of falls. Let's move on to the exercises now, but before that, please like, share and subscribe to our channel, Arogya Physiotips. First exercise is head rotations. You can do this if you have some vision and hearing problems, because the movement of the head is what causes dizziness in such cases. So you have to accommodate your body to sudden head movements. So you just start with clockwise direction of head rotation. You do it around 10 times in one direction and then 10 times in the opposite direction. So start slowly, then you can increase the speed and eventually you can progress to closing your eyes and trying to do the same. If you feel dizzy, take a break for a few seconds and then try again. Next exercise is sit to stand. So for this, in the beginning stages, you can take support with both your hands. If you have an armrest, you can use the armrest. Okay. So press down on both your hands, come forward at the waist, and then slowly come up. Okay. In the initial stages, you can maintain a bigger gap between your feet so that there is more stability. But once you're comfortable with this, slowly decrease the gap. Eventually, you can just take support with one hand. And when you are good at this, you can try crossing your hands across your chest, bending forward, and then getting up. Make sure that when you sit down, the back of your legs are in contact with the chair so that you have more confidence and you don't plop down. Okay, so control the descent. Okay, touch the back of your legs to the chair and then slowly sit down. Next exercise is marching. So for this, you keep some distance between your feet, hold on to the chair with both your hands and start marching. Okay, in the initial stages, you can take lower steps, but once you're comfortable with this, you can take higher steps. Your knee and hip can come in the same line. Okay, the progression of this could be that you could take only one hand support and then eventually just one finger so that you can maintain the balance. If you're trying to do these exercises without any support, make sure you're doing it under supervision. Please do not try these alone. The next exercise is standing hip abduction. So for this also you have to take support with both your hands and you're supposed to move your hip away from your body. Make sure you do not bend at the back. Your hip remains stable and then you just move outwards. Okay. So in the first phase you can take support with both your hands. Okay. You can do it 10 times on one side and then 10 times on the other side. Eventually one hand support and the last thing being one finger for balance. Next exercise is standing hip extensions. So the position is the same. Maintain some distance between your feet and then you have to take your leg backwards at the hip. Try not to arch your back. Okay, back is straight. Just your leg goes back. Okay, so you can do it 10 times on one side, 10 times on the other side. Starting with double hand support and single hand support and then just your finger. Next exercise is single leg balance. So here you need two chairs for support. So hold on to both the chairs and one leg, bend it and lift it up. You have to try and maintain this position for around 15 seconds. In the beginning, even if you can do it for 5 seconds, that is okay. So 15 seconds is your aim. Okay. So when you're comfortable doing it holding both hands, then you can shift to just holding one chair. Okay. and then again just use your fingers for support. Please do this under supervision because we do not want to fall. The next exercise is weight shifting. So this can be done in two ways, front and back and side to side. So front and back, you keep one foot in front of the other, hold on to the chair to shift all your weight to the right side while you lift your heel up for the left foot. When you come back, lift your toes up for the right foot. Okay, so start slowly. You can progress by increasing the speed and eventually go into one hand support. Okay, then you can alternate the legs and do it the same way. Aim on doing it 10 times for each side. For side to side weight shifting, okay, hip width distance between your feet. Okay, all the way to the right side, slightly lift the left foot off the ground and then the other side. Okay, initial stages, you can use both chairs for support and then just hold on to one chair and then no support. Okay, but please do this under supervision. This exercise is tandem standing, also known as the heel to toe standing position. So the toes of one foot are in contact with the heel of the other. So one foot in front of the other. You just have to try and balance in this position. So you can hold both chairs once you're comfortable, just one, and then eventually balancing without any support. Once you're comfortable with this in a few days, you can practice by holding the chair and closing your eyes while still trying to maintain this position. The next one is tandem walking. For this, make sure you have a wall or a table next to you for support. The same position as tandem standing, but here you have to try and walk in a straight line, keeping one foot in front of the other. Make sure you have a wall next to you, which you can hold while you walk. Next is the clock reach exercise. So in this, in the beginning stages, you can start with a narrow base of support, your feet together. You have to imagine a clock around you, this being 12 o'clock, this being 3 o'clock, this being 6 o'clock. So you just have to reach out in that direction. Okay, do it on the right side, do it on the left side. If this is difficult, you start with a wider base of support, eventually go to a narrower base of support. Hand is the same, you can take one hand support and eventually take no support at all. So the next one is known as the alternating vision walk. Here you have to walk 5 steps normally, but when you walk, you have to look to one of your sides. Okay, so starting with the right, you look to your right and you walk 4-5 steps. Okay, same way, go back, and then you look to your left and then you walk 4-5 steps. Make sure you have a wall or a table to support you at all times. So the next exercise is side stepping. So initially you can start with keeping a wider base of support. So you take a step and then maintain that 1 foot distance between both your feet. Okay, this is how you can start. You can have a table in front of you or a kitchen slab in front of you which you can hold and you can walk on. And then you can progress by having a narrow base of support. So keeping both your feet together. And also progress by taking slightly larger steps. Okay? Larger step, narrow base of support. Larger step, feet together. Next is a figure of 8 walking. For this you need 2 objects, maybe water bottles, which you keep at some distance. And then you have to walk between the 2 objects. Okay, it's like making an 8. Okay, so start with taking longer steps. Okay, you have to go around the way. Both times, when you go front and you come back, you have to go around the objects. So you can do this around 10 times. There are chances that you might feel dizzy. If that happens, please take a break and have some water and then try again. If by any chance you feel very dizzy or if there's a lot of instability, please take a break and then try to continue the exercises. If the problem still persists, please stop doing the exercises. If you suffer from hypertension or if you are on some medications which cause dizziness, please speak to your general physician before performing any of these exercises. If you like our content and want us to keep making more videos, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Witness your fitness with us.